Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry for the little late start. Yeah, we have a pretty big storm in town, and my internet's been going in and out, so I had to sort that stuff out. But I hope you guys had a good long weekend. Enjoyed your time off with your family. Kind of got off the screens a little bit. I did give a weekend watch going over my strategy for those in the premium, so hope you guys took advantage of that. But yeah, let's go over our top plays today, right? The only play that I'm in right now is CRKN, and we've been in this for about 20-30 minutes, and let me explain why. So just to get the ball rolling, once again, where is liquidity sitting? Just to make sure you guys are awake. Where does liquidity sit? Where does liquidity sit? Let me know in chat. Every single person who's here. Yes, 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 yes. Keep it coming. You guys are giving the right answer. We have liquidity above highs and below lows. All right, so below lows and above highs. Now, everything we've been going over, right, tells we've been going over liquidity and volume. So what happens right here? What's going on right here? I'm trying to ask you guys so you get a better understanding as well. So we have a low here that made a massive move to the upside, right? This is a demand zone now. This is a high volume candle. And then we make that massive move to the upside all the way from 11 to 14, right? So what happened here? We set a liquidity above highs and below lows. So we had a high here at 14.5, right? At 14.5, we had a high. Okay. We broke above this high, okay, and we grabbed liquidity. So now shorts have grabbed liquidity, hence the move all the way back down. And this is why you don't fight the trend. Right? Usually EMAs would probably be against this chart, and that's why you stay away. That's why you have to know when to buy the dip versus not to buy the dip. And that comes down to understanding liquidity. Okay? So once you break over this high, where did they target the stock? Where was CRKN targeted? Back to the next liquidity pool, which is below lows. And why is that? Because all the shorts are entering here, all the buyers are trying to buy the breakout. So there's so many resting orders here. So what they do is they grab all the orders and move it to the downside, market makers. Same thing here. So where am I targeting next? So if I'm holding 1130, right, what are we looking for next? Where are we looking for next on CRKN? If we move from liquidity pool to liquidity pool, where's next liquidity sitting at? Where's it at? Up here. Okay. And then also up here. So we have room back up all the way to higher day. And that's why I took the stock. And just to kind of compare and show you guys something about liquidity is that if you look at Lucy, what happened here? We have a low. All right. So we have a low and we have a high. Or let's just say this is the high volume candle. This is the high volume. So we have a low, we have a candle open and a candle close. So after the candle close, we grab liquidity and where does it target? So from one liquidity pool all the way down to the next, right? Where does it target? And then what happens? After they grab liquidity, what happens? Boom, all the way to highs. Does that make sense? So you grab liquidity up here, move it to the next liquidity pool. You grab liquidity here, move it all the way up to the next liquidity pool. So very similar chart on CRKN, the fact that we have broken underneath this low, right? And now we're looking for a move back up to 14.5, which is setting up pretty nicely. So first we're going to stop at 13.3 and then move back up to 14.5. And then obviously with pennies hot, we should be able to go more. Now let's pull up the daily gainers as our usual list. Yeah, I'll go over GME at the end. But yeah, I'm only in that. The only stock that I'm in right now is CRKN. There you go. All right, let's move on. CRKN, STSS. All right, STSS. What's going on here? So let's talk about liquidity and volume again. All right, liquidity and volume. So what's going on here on STSS? So let's break it down. So there's a lot going on here on the 5 minute, right? So I went to the 10 minute. But you guys can clearly see on the 5 minute, we have high volume right here, right? We have high volume just throughout this whole run. So what's significant about this? So what tells me something significant is this low. Okay, 41.5 because that's where volume came in. What else is significant? This high because this is rejections. So what's going to happen now on STSS? Probably continue to hold this high. Now, you guys see we bounced off of previous highs, right? We bounced off of previous highs. So now, what are we looking down towards? 59.9. This is too obvious. It's too obvious for people. It's like, okay, I'm going to buy previous high day support. That's way too textbook. If you understand that textbook patterns like pennants are there set by market makers to fool you, you'll succeed. But you guys can see STSS, that's too obvious. So what I think is going to happen is I think STSS comes down and fills this candle close. I think what's going to happen is this. In order to get that bigger move, right? If STSS doesn't want to have a bigger move, that's fine. But if it wants to have a bigger move, what needs to happen is a setup down here, okay? Pull back into here. Grab liquidity below this level, right? Grab stop losses under the high volume key level. That's where people are going to have their stop losses. So once again, we're looking for that liquidity grab right here in that pool, and then set back up to the next pool, which would be over high of day, right? So these are the A+ setups trades that you look for. So we're looking for a liquidity pool at 56. Is that clear? You guys understand why I got that level? You guys understand? All right. So glad you guys understand this. Okay, so that's the plan on STSS. Now let's move on. We have $50 stock. Nope, I'm good. Calt, I'm good. Peggy, yes, Peggy's a penny. Good to go over this one. All right, so let's go over high volume, right? So let's see what's going on before this move to the upside. Let's check what's going on before this move to the upside. So highest volume is selling pressure right here on Peggy. Okay, so 25, this is where the selling pressure came in. And then after we reclaim this level, this is where we start to get that move. So before all these high volume sticks, this was the high volume candle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out that zone from the candle high to the candle close, to the candle open. Okay, so that now is our buy zone, right? So we have a buy zone right here down to 25. Now what happened exactly on the 1 minute chart? You guys can see on the 1 minute chart, we had a breakout, retest into this zone, right? Into this zone, and then boom, make that move to the upside. So where are we looking for ads next? Well, simply down to, we'll mark out this low as well in case they grab liquidity. So there's two scenarios that I would be looking for on Peggy. On Peggy, I'm looking for, all right, we have a downtrend right here. You guys can clearly see that. We have a downtrend. Meaning we had higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and then we make a top, and then we fail to make a higher low, a higher high. Okay, we fail to make a higher high, and then we continue lower. Okay, so this is the downtrend break line now. So we have broken over it, but what I'm looking for is something like this. Keep pulling back down, keep pulling back down. Okay, either to this line, 26, which is probably more realistic in this scenario. Okay, or a pullback into this zone. What I would love for this to happen on Peggy, right? What I would love to happen is a move down to 26 while we're holding this upper trend line, right? We open here, we open candle here. Okay, so candle opens here. You lower wick into this zone, which is previous highs. You grab all the stop losses, and then you close back above this level. So you open here, come down to this zone, lower wick, close above here, and that's would be the A plus setup. Now, that's like a dream come true setup. Doesn't always happen, but I'm just saying it to kind of teach you guys what the A plus 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 setup would be on this. If it happens, wonderful, I'll execute on it. But if not, there still needs to be other scenarios, okay? So we have a hold right here, just grab liquidity and start to move back up because this is a previous low, okay? Or move down into this zone and then grab liquidity and target the next liquidity pool. Is that clear? Is that clear on how we did this? How we kind of analyze this? So we have a low here. We go to previous high, which had the highest volume at the time, right? At the time, this was the highest volume. You guys can clearly see before that, this was the highest volume. So we make that previous high support. And then we look for an entry based off of 26.6. All right? Hope that's clear. So you guys can see we broke the downtrend, now it's holding up. So what I would be looking for is just still my key levels down to 26, crack lows, and then look for that entry. All right? Now, let's see what we have here. POAI. What's going on in the POAI? Okay, so the trade that I took on POAI personally was right here. I made around 1,000, like 1,500 on this play alone. So as soon as I saw the news, I was waiting for it to set up. I was just on my phone, and I saw this, right? This is the setup that I saw at the time. So we have an initial pop on news, okay? And then we have a high volume candle at the time. We have a high volume candle that breaks previous highs. We have a high volume candle that breaks previous highs. What is that? What is that? A high volume candle that breaks previous highs. What is that? Everyone in chat. What is that? What's the keyword that I'm looking for? There you go. That's a protected candle. Good stuff. That's a protected candle on POAI. So now that we have a low, what happens? I'm looking for a sweep below this low. So as soon as I saw 212 crack, I'm like, okay, if we start to soak back up and set up, I'm looking to take this trade for a move back up to 250, right? And I was able to take a trade on POAI, and I made around like $1,500 to $100 here. I mean, it was pretty nice. It was very clean. It was very easy. You guys can see off of 210 on the 1 minute rather than the 5 minute, it was holding really nicely, right? So what happened? We grab liquidity. We have high volume. We break below the low. We stop people out, and we make that move to the upside again. So what's the same zone that we're looking at? We're looking at the same exact zone. POAI, same thing right here. The only trade that I'm taking, something like this, liquidity grab. So now let's go over market structure. So we have a low, and we have a higher low. We have a higher low, but we fail to make a higher high right here. We fail to do this right here and continue the trend, right? So the trend stopped right here. And then we broke below this equal low. So now this is going to be resistance. Okay, this is going to be resistance because we broke structure. Now it's backside. Now shorts are happy with this. So now this is probably a liquidity grab for shorts. So there's a few scenarios here. What happens is if we reclaim 232, shorts are going to be trapped because shorts are trying to come in hard at this time, right? This is their level now. Market structure broke. We broke below this low, And now, boom, shorts coming in, shorts coming in, shorts coming in. If we hold 232 eventually, this is a field day for a short squeeze. But it needs to come down to 216, grab liquidity probably below these lows, and then make that move up, okay? So if we do something like this, reclaim 232, that's when we have a short squeeze, okay? So that's the plan on POAI. Now let's look at the daily chart and try to find some high volume key levels to help us take this POAI trade and squeeze some shorts, all right? Let's see if we can find any high volume key levels. Let's go to the weekly first. So talking about key levels, let's remove our lines for now. We'll keep our 232 there. Just for watching where buyers would come in, we have a high volume candle sitting at 183. Okay. Let's see where that is on the intraday chart. We've already tested it one time. So maybe it comes down to 183. I think that's very possible. I think that's very possible. The reason why is because we've already grabbed liquidity here. We've broken structure. If shorts come in heavy, they have room down to 183. So I'm not looking to rush into this trade, but there is scenarios where I'll be like, okay, this is not a bad trade setup. But yeah, Discord is reminding me that we do need, looks like POAI needs cash, and they're probably going to do an offering, especially after having a news. So that's something to be aware of, right? They're probably going to do an offering. So we're going to be careful. Thank you for that. All right, so there's POAI understanding. Let's go over the next one. Yeah, noob, I'm in CRKN. I'm looking to add down to 12 cents. I'll update you guys as I go. But CRKN is the only stock that I'm in right now. And once again, I'll give a quick rundown on why I'm in CRKN. We have liquidity levels, right? So we have a liquidity high here, broke below, grab liquidity, come down to the next pool. Break below this low, grab liquidity, looking to head towards 14.5, next liquidity pool. So everything in between is noise until I get to 14.5. All right. What's next? Rainfall. GME, I guess. Not a huge fan. I'm not trading GME today, by the way. No, I'm not with that meme stock stuff, really. But yeah, I'll chart it out for you guys. Okay. Pretty crazy lightning going on right now. But anyway, GME, what's going on here? So looking at the volume, what's going on? Where's the high volume protected candles? The candle that made a new high? Right here. Here's the low. And here is the high. Is this clear? Right? So we have the low, which is the high volume candle low. And we have the high. Right? So what happened last time on GME, let me tell you guys. Last time on GME, I said it's not a high probability, but what happened was at like $80, I said on the bigger picture, this could be just a liquidity grab if anyone remembers, and then it ended up being a liquidity grab. So what's going on here? We don't have a clean breakout on GME. We don't have like a full breakout and retest of this level, right? We don't have something like this. We're really, really, really struggling at this breakout. So what's that telling me? Short pile right here. Short piling right here. Short trying to pile right here. Now there's two scenarios. All right, there's two scenarios. What are those? The two scenarios come out to this. That we either see short attack into open into open we get a high of day break. And then a short attack right here. And then all the way back down to 21. Which is possible. Because buyers aren't too strong right now. Or we grab liquidity and continue to hold this level, right? Shorts are coming in. But buyers are not dying off. So let me kind of explain something. So first, either shorts or longs are going to grab liquidity, okay? So either we break this high, shorts grab liquidity, and they make it go down, okay? Or longs grab liquidity below this low and make it force it go up, okay? So it's whoever grabs liquidity first, whoever is in control. So if shorts are in control, they're going to have to grab liquidity first and make that move down. If longs are in control, they're going to have to grab liquidity to the downside right here, break below, and start to move up, okay? Now, there's going to be a lot of people in here who probably just try to ape stocks and like, oh, I'm just going to buy GME. You know, you do you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just kind of teaching you the reality of how stocks move, so you guys can kind of understand. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of trading meme stocks. I mean, if the setup is there, yeah. But I usually just watch them to see about volume rotation and sympathy plays. I mean, if GME sets up, I like trading it. AMC is like a no-go for me. I do not trade it unless it's a swing trade. But day trading AMC is just a pain in the butt. All right. All right. Does this make sense? I hope it does. All right, let's check the next stocks. We already went over CRKN, the only stock that I'm in. Quite a few people are asking about GWAV, so I'll go over it. But yeah, GME is holding up pretty nicely against this previous high. GWAV. Now, why do I not like trading this stock? You haven't seen me trade this stock yet. No one has seen me trade this stock yet. And I've tried once on my own, alone, which was actually right here for a liquidity sweep below this low. And it did not work. Yeah, this is where I took the trade, personally. I didn't give it anywhere. I didn't tell anyone. Just a personal trade. And it didn't work out, so I cut it. But I don't like trading the stock. The reason being is because it's so thick and so heavy, right? It's very heavy, as in it moves very slow. But once it moves, it does move. So it's like more of a trend trading stock. So once it's running, I would like to hop in and just ride the 10 EMA or 20 EMA. Right? But this is not one that I actively day trade or look for a setup on. I mean, some people will. Everyone has their own kind of strategy that they play. And my strategy is just focusing on momentum plays like CRKN, right? I like focusing on the momentum. I like focusing on the bigger play moves. So that's why. But yeah. Kind of why I don't like GWAV, you guys understand now. It trades thick. TKLF. All right. I studied this trade on my own, and that's why I know exactly what to talk about here, just to teach you guys. This is more so I'm going to teach you guys right now. Tell me what's going on here. Tell me what's going on here. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to see what's going on here. Very clear, very easy. If you guys have been paying attention, it's very easy to understand what's going on here. Like, break it down for me. Type it in chat what's going on. I want to make sure you guys are learning and not just, like, sitting here brain dead. All of your answers could be correct, but I'm looking for a correct answer. What's going on here? And I know the people in the Discord, the people who are on the Discord with me are probably going to get this answer a little bit more right. Or like, I don't know. You guys should have this answer down. Where my mouse is where the answer is at. My mouse is literally where the answer is at. It's what we always talk about. Where's my mouse at? What happened there? And I'm saying it because like I remember as soon as I recapped this trade during the weekend. There we go. Now I told you where my mouse is, and now you guys are getting the right answers. I love it. All right, so you guys see my mouse is at the low. My mouse is at the low. Boom. MC, you the man. MC is the man. He said protective candle followed by liquidity grabs to protective candle levels. Liquidity below lows and push above to highs. Couldn't have said. Oh, MC. There you go. My woman. You nailed it. Instead of my man. There you go. There you go. So perfect. Below lows and above highs. Right? Below lows and above highs. MC nailed it to the T. Said protective candle followed by liquidity, right? So we talk about liquidity, above highs and below lows. Remember this, above highs and below lows. So what happened? Above highs on the 30-minute chart. We broke above, grabbed liquidity, and where did we target? Where did we target? Down to lows. After we grab liquidity lows, where do we target? Boom, highs. Okay? So this tells you that the market moves from liquidity to liquidity to liquidity, okay? Now, after that happened, after like pre-market and after our close, when I was studying the chart, I knew that this was gonna go in pre-market. I knew that this was gonna go 55 plus or break this high. I don't know 55, but I knew it was gonna break this high. But that's just something to kind of understand. Now we'll go over what I'm looking for today. If we see a nice setup on TKLF, we grab liquidity here, we grab liquidity here, we grab liquidity here. Now, let's go to the 1 hour and see if there's any lows where we need to grab liquidity over. There's a high volume 1 hour candle right here. High volume 1 hour candle. So I would say something like this, under 38, for those that are going to be watching TKLF, is something like this. You have TKLF right here. This is what I would be looking for. Okay? Grab liquidity below 35. All right, and then we can move to 47. Is that clear? How did I make my chart like that? You can go to settings and choose your colors and just kind of play with it. All right, so this should be pretty clear. What's going on here? We have a high volume candle. We're looking to grab liquidity below this high volume candle. All right, and then make that move to the upside. All right, now let me know in chat. Did you guys learn something new today, or did you guys just learn in general today? Off of today's stream, did you guys learn something? Did you guys grow from the stream? Did everyone learn something? Yes or no? Or if you're new here, if you're old here, did you learn something? Thank you, placeholder. All right. I'm glad you guys learned something. All right. So that's my mission every single day. I want to make sure that you guys are learning something. If you guys want more, make sure you guys drop a like on the stream, show love, subscribe to the channel, and that will kind of let me know that you guys want more streams. The only stock that I'm in, as you guys know, is CRKN for now. We're playing this liquidity grab to the downside for a move to for the next liquidity pool, which is 14.5, 15, and 16.20. So that's kind of what we're looking for to the upside. I'll be looking for dips down to like 12 area, right? Like 11.93. That's where I'm looking to add dips into open. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the stream, learn something from it. And if you guys want me as your mentor, and I'm about to go live trading right now, so you guys can join the link, top link in the description, or the link right here, right? mmlinks.co/7days. You guys check that out. Come trade live with me right now. It's a 7-day free trial. So check it out if you guys want to trade with me. Other than that, it's a short week, so I might go live on YouTube every single day this week. You guys want that? Because I usually go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but because it's a short week, I might go live on YouTube every single day. Just 3 more days left. Do you guys want that? Yeah, I'm on the 5-minute, 10-minute, I'm on the 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute. I'm always checking larger time frames, smaller time frames. All right, if you guys want the YouTube live stream, let me know every single day this week, instead of just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right, sounds good. You guys got it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the stream. I'll be dropping more YouTube video, guys. I love educating and I love helping people out. I love seeing people grow. So that's my mission. And if you guys stick around, I'll help you. I'll do my best to help you become profitable. All right. So come live trade with me right now. I'm about to hop in the Discord. Other than that, I appreciate you guys joining. Hope you learned something. Peace out.